I am live. Let me get this camera straight. All right, good enough. Canelo is now open to a third fight with Triple G from what I'm reading in articles, and it's good to see. I think I speak for a lot of people when I say we wanted to see Canelo versus Golovkin 3, a fight I was very interested in seeing. The narrative coming out of the second fight, interestingly, was that Canelo came out of it smelling like roses. He decisively won the second fight. Golovkin was used goods after the second fight, and that was far from reality. The reality is, after 24 rounds, these guys were about as even as you can get. Both really good fight. First fight was really good. Second fight I thought was a great fight. I thought Canelo really stepped up his game and had to get it in fifth gear to edge out that fight. And I thought actually Golovkin won the first fight, and I had Canelo edging out the second fight. But both good fights. And I think the reason we're back to a possible third fight, I think it's pretty obvious when you see that the market isn't treating Canelo as nicely as he and his team thought it would. When you have guys turning down career paydays to fight this guy because obviously they're afraid of him. I mean, their actions dictate that. He has to get creative again, and he has to take fights that he didn't necessarily want to take a year ago or a year and a half ago. So we're back to a trilogy, possibly. Just look at the past month. Look at last year, late last year, he had trouble getting fights, and then we learned that there's trouble in paradise with Golden Boy. And I think very much what it is Golden Boy isn't getting Canelo the fights that he wants, and Golden Boy is looking at Canelo like, hey, we're offering these guys career paydays and they're turning you down. We can't do anything about that. And then DAZN is looking at both of them like, hey, we gave you all this money, and for us to justify all this money, you have to give us the best fights. And if we're not getting the best opponents, then you're not worth this big contract that we're giving you. So I think that's why we're back to a third Triple G fight, is the market has pushed Canelo back that way. I don't think that Canelo really wants a third Golovkin fight, but if he does take the third Golovkin fight, he wants Triple G to age a bit, which they're banking on has happened, right? He's fought Canelo twice. That takes years off your takes years off your career. And then also we look at what's going on with Triple G now, right? He's pushed back his mandatory for like the third time, a calf injury this time. So that fight is being pushed back from March to June. We assume that that's a calf injury anyway. It could be them just pushing it back, waiting to see what happens with Canelo, because Triple G wants that fight. He's been wanting that fight. He's been saying that he wants that fight. He wants the third fight. He wants to prove that he's the better of the two. So what I say is, I'm all for it, right? I mean, let's get the Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders fight in May. I would love that fight. It's an intriguing fight, in my opinion. And then if he gets through that, which I think he will, tougher fight than people think, but I think he will get through it. And if so, let's get that Triple G trilogy, because Triple G is going to get through this mandatory easily, unscathed. So you're going to have both guys coming through it unscathed from the second fight. And let's get that third fight. Let's get it popping. So I think that's what we're looking at right now. So let me know what y'all think about all this, man. I am definitely for a third fight. Like I said, man, there's no reason not to be. If Triple G wants it And Canelo is being pushed back into it because he can't get the fights with the top guys at 168 that he wants. For whatever reason, these guys are pricing themselves out. Or just making excuses like a Caleb Plant. And by the way, that's the fight that I want. I would love to see Canelo versus Caleb Plant. I think that would be fireworks. But if we can't get that, and we can't get these other fights at 168, give me Canelo versus Triple G again. There's no reason for it not to happen. There's no reason that we wouldn't want it to happen. There's no better options out there for Triple G. And if these other guys aren't coming to the table for Canelo, there's no better options out there for Canelo. And on top of that, both fights were entertaining and high-level chess. I mean, and fireworks. First fight was really good. I thought Triple G won, close. Second fight was great. I thought Canelo won, close. So give us the third fight. Give us the rubber match. Come on, man, let's do it. Do it for the fans. Do it for boxing. I think it'd be great. I'm out. Peace.